Hey guys, Joe here at the Joe Madden Sports Podcast, joined this morning by Tony George of Doc Sports. Tony, welcome back to the show.
Hey, glad to have you. You better say welcome back, guys and girls, because the other day on my free play video on YouTube, I said, hey, guys, and I had a couple of comments. Hey, the girls listen too. She goes, you're always just singling out the dudes. And I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I'm sorry.
And you know what? That's something I always say. And when I refer to guys, I'm referring to everyone. So it is something I need to remove from my language because people do just associate with male.
There you go.
I say it to my children. I say, hey guys, I say it to all my friends. It can be a group of women at the table. And I say, hey guys, how's it going? So definitely need to change that lingo a little bit, Tony.
We got to be PC correct in this day and age. People are a little oversensitive. If you're on social media at all, you already know that. So
yeah,
everybody's on edge.
Got those eggshells on the floor, but I'll come up with a new way to start it. Tony, I know you had a nice win last night. On the ice. We had the Colorado Avalanche beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. You were riding the over in that game, correct?
Yeah, I was. I had the over there. We've hit 17 out of our last 25. We're on a 17-8 run in the postseason. I did not have a good regular season. I don't blow any smoke up anybody's butt. I tell it like it is. Win, lose, or draw. We did not have a great regular season, but for whatever reason, I just got dialed in here in the postseason, and I just, I understand Tampa Bay's goalie has just been lights out, especially in that Rangers series, but the Avs are a totally different animal. These guys have a front line and just an offense that, quite frankly, is the best in the NHL, in my opinion. And they're deep. They just keep coming. They bring guys off the bench, and they're just as quick and as sharp as the others. And I'll tell you what, right now, if Tampa Bay can't hold them to 3 or under in any game, they're not going to win.
No, exactly. What a game it was last night. What an atmosphere in Colorado.
Yeah.
Where's your heart going with this one? Who would you like to see it from a heart perspective?
I'd like to see Colorado win one.
Okay.
I really would. I think they will. Tampa Bay's had their run to, this is the third year back in the finals.
Yeah.
It's tough to three-peat. I mean, they got that. I don't know what the odds are of that happening, or if that's, when the last time that happened and who it was, but at the end of the day, it's just so difficult to three-peat, win 3 Super Bowls, win 3 NBA finals, win, 3 Wimbledons, 3 US Opens. It's never been done in golf. That's going on today. I mean, they've had back-to-back US Open champions, but never 3 in a row. It's just so difficult to do. And when you're playing a team that's just relentless, and the Avs, to me, at least, especially in the Edmonton series, Joe, we're so content just to say, score what you want to score. We're just going to outscore you.
Absolutely. That's what they did.
And I thought last night, they kind of had they had their defense dialed in, their goalie dialed in a lot better, till late in the game there. But at the end of the day, if they play any defense whatsoever, they're going to be extremely hard to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that first power play that they had to kill when Tampa was on that power play, it really said a lot because that was in the first period. It was early in the first period, and they were able to control Tampa, not allow them to score. Kemper he was able to touch the puck, and it just set the tone for the rest of the game. I think it really gave them a lot of confidence there. So I was happy to see that. But tonight, Tony, what do you got for sale in your picks at Doc Sports?
Well, we got a big game of the month today in Major League Baseball, and we kind of been in a slump. And so I took 2 days off and kind of redid everything. Just sometimes, my grandfather told me something a long time ago, and I use it almost every day. Sometimes it's what you don't do that counts.
Yeah.
And I was losing games, and for a week we had a good run, and then we went on a week where we just couldn't hit a bull in the ass, a handful of rocks. And I'm like, so what are we doing wrong here? And that's always what I do after a loss. I'll pull up the box score and I'll pick it apart and go, where was I wrong? And if you don't do that, just blow losses off, then you're not going to learn from them.
Absolutely.
The people with the most success have probably failed the most, but they've learned from it. And so we kind of took a second look at it. I have a guy that helps me here in town. Every day. He's here at my house at 6 a.m. and I've already started by 4. And he's got his circle. I've got mine circle, and we go through them. And I said, what are we doing wrong? So we did that. Since we've done that, started back up, we've been unbeaten. And today we have a game of the month. It's in the afternoon. You get a free $60 from Docs if you've never been a member. So just text Tony to 29022 on your smartphone, and you can open up an account and get it for free right on your phone.
That's fantastic.
No strings attached. We're not, no one's going to be emailing you a bunch of junk, or, it's not a call 1-800-can't-lose deal. Doc's been around for 51 years. So,
yeah.
Just text Tony to 29022 on your smartphone, open up an account, and get the pick. It's an afternoon game, so I'm fired up about that. And the U.S. Open's going on, by the way, right there, the PGA.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. Morikawa is leading as we speak. You're breaking me away from the couch for this podcast. I was all ready to go. But nonetheless, always a good tournament to bet. We've got an afternoon tee time head-to-head for that. And we have a total tonight in the NBA game as well. So we're fired up over there, Docs, today to make some money on a Thursday,
Absolutely. Nothing better than making that money rolling into the weekend, Tony. So all the best in your bets there. Looking at the NBA tonight, I know you have a play on the total, so we won't touch the total, but what are your thoughts on the side here? Do you think the Golden State Warriors finish this off tonight?
They very well could. The first thing I thought when I saw this line open up at 3.5, and now it's 4 today, was, why? Why?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
You look at this thing, and I do free play videos over at YouTube every day. I'm going to do a lengthy one on this side, but on this side pick today for free. But where's all the pressure? Well, guess what? The team with all the pressure is Boston. And if you take a look at these guys, the last 2 games, they kind of look just disinterested. I mean, the basic fundamentals of playing basketball were missing. Turnovers, taking bad shots, missing free throws, losing their head, coach getting a technical because of the frustration. And now all the pressure in the world on you, and you're playing a team that's been there, done it, and bought the whole T-shirt factory.
Absolutely.
You take a look at the core of the Warriors team: Curry, Thompson, Green, head coach Steve Kerr. Guess what? They've all won titles together. They've been here.
Yeah.
Boston hasn't. And that team that's won all those titles has zero pressure. They're going to play loose. They're playing defensively. They're playing elite. Wiggins has absolutely just frustrated Tatum.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that if Golden State was to win tonight, you can make an argument for Wiggins winning the MVP. I mean, they won a game by 10 points against Boston the last game, Joe. And Steph Curry was 0 for 9 from 3-point range. Imagine if there was a prop bet. You came out here to Vegas. We went down to Circa, threw down a few drinks, just sitting around shooting breeze at the Mega Bar, saying, "Hey, Joe, you want to go in on this bet with me?" Golden State wins by 10 or more, but Curry goes 0 for from 3-point
you're freaking crazy.
And is plus 990.
I know you're crazy. That's for sure.
Go put a couple hundy on it. Have another grapefruit and vodka or whatever you're into, because I'm going to talk. No, we would never make that wager, but that's what they did the last game. They're winning without their stud player having a great game by double digits.
Absolutely.
I don't see them laying 4. I say 2 or 3 point ball game one way or the other, and I'd take the points.
Okay, I'm with you here. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game. I know Boston's back's against the wall, but what we saw with turnovers in the last one, I just can't get there with them. So sad to say that basketball might be over after tonight, but if Golden State finishes it off, I'm not going to be shocked here at all.
No.
On the diamonds today, I know you have a game that you're looking at between Texas and Detroit. This is going to be an interesting one. Game 1 of a 4-game series here, Tony.
Yeah.
What are you liking here?
Look, get chalky. Just lay the 160. Now with premium plays that I put out over at Docs, I never go over 150 on the money line. Very rarely. 160 would be max. I don't care whether it's head-to-heads in NASCAR or golf or NHL, Major League Baseball. Even if I like an NBA or a college basketball favorite, I'll play him on the money line, but I'll only play him minus 140 or less just to take points out of it.
Yep.
It's just a smarter thing to do. Why lay 2 instead of laying, and they win by 1, and you could have laid 135 and won the game? Just a little betting technique, folks.
I like it.
When it comes to spread betting. But Texas, and I pulled up some numbers on this, but Texas is going to kill these guys. I mean, they've got Martin Perez on the hill, and his ERA this year is 2.18. By the way, I think Detroit's lost 6 or 7 in a row. They're stinking up the joint. But what's more impressive about Perez is on the road, he's got a 1.5 ERA.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, and in 34 innings on the road, he's given up 8 runs.
34 innings, 8 runs. He's playing incredible on the road here.
Yeah, that is. And you take a look at this 160 right now. What time's this thing going? It goes off at 7 Eastern tonight. And, of course, Detroit's pitcher on the hill tonight, 47 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, 15 walks. Opponents are hitting over 300 against him, in Brisky, and I just think, you add everything together here, and you got to like Texas. They're coming off a 2-game series loss against Houston.
Yeah.
They got blown out last night, 9-2. The first game, they went up against Uruguay, and they only lost 3-4. And then, of course, they won the first game in that series. They also won 2 out of 3 against the White Sox. And you take a look, let's see, 4 in a row, 5 out of their last 6. The White Sox, they got outscored the last 2 games against Chicago. Detroit did 18-1. Come
Crazy.
on. Yeah,
right?
18-1. And you take a look at all the numbers that matter. They're batting 200 against left-handers their last 5. Perez is going to tear them up, lay the 160.
Yeah, this is a great spot for Texas to have a nice bounce back against a Detroit Tigers team that is completely struggling here, Tony. I like the way you're going with this one for sure.
Yeah, I don't like to lay heavy chalk. People are like, I read something online the other day. Tony George never met a favorite in baseball he didn't like. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because guess what, guys? Favorites in Major League Baseball right now on the year are winning at a 62% clip.
Absolutely, they are.
You can find the right ones at under minus 150. You're going to get fat and sassy real quick.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's worth it sometimes to lay it. Just FYI.
Well, all the best in this game tonight, Tony. Can you let everyone know again where they can get your picks at Docs, what specials you have going on, and where they can follow you on socials?
Okay, well, DocSports.com. We have a big play today. That's where all my picks are at every day. They're out at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can get a free $60 from Docs. Over at the website, just click the link where it says free 60, or just text the word Tony to 29022. And you can get an account right on your smartphone, and you can go get a 7-unit winner today, and for free. So be sure and do that. Social media, Twitter is at TGeorgeSports, and I'm not from your generation, Joe. So I'm not a big TikTok, Instagram. What's the other one? I have a young millennial daughter uses. What's the Snapchat? Yeah, the girl, taking selfies in the wherever they're at, and using the duck lips and all that. I'm not, kind of racy, so I shut that down for her. But I'm at YouTube and Twitter, just at T George Sports, and at YouTube, just type in Doc Sports. We have daily free picks there. And of course, DocSports.com. Been around 51 years, one of the most reputable companies there is out there. And of course, a lot of great handicappers over there beside myself. I know a couple of them are on Do Your Podcast. Scott Schweitzer and a couple others. I think it might be coming on down the stretch. So be sure and check us out.
Absolutely. You guys go check out DocSports.com. Tony, I want you to get a TikTok. I would love to see the content you put out. I think it would be a hit. So we'll work together. Let's see if we can get you on TikTok.
Okay, well, I'll try to get to that Generation X. I think you're past millennial, but Generation X. I'll see if you can break me in, Joe.
It's definitely a lot of fun, and you can lose a lot of time in your day when you start playing with those. So, Tony, always a pleasure having you here. You guys make sure you go check out Tony George on socials, as well as everything Doc Sports has going on. Don't miss out on that free 60 and his 7-unit play today. Tony, thank you so much.
You bet, Joe. Thanks.
Thank you.